FMI postou no canal oficial do Twitter esta notícia.
When we buy or sell things, the payment is usually processed by a bank or credit card company. Problem number one, the companies often take a cut of the transaction. Two, we have to trust these companies to protect our sensitive data from hackers. Three, most international payments take a long time and are expensive. To solve these problems, we could use a special currency that is secure and based on the science of cryptography, which is a way of protecting information using mathematics. This special type of currency is called a cryptocurrency and only exists in computer networks. When you send someone this special currency, the money goes directly to them, removing the middleman. And at the same time, the transaction is broadcast to the entire network and recorded in a permanent way, which means it's almost impossible to fool the system. Costs of making payments are lower, transactions are faster, especially across countries, and even those people around the globe who don't have bank accounts can buy or sell goods and participate in the global economy.
Pois é, e se clicarem no link, vão dar ao site oficial do Fundo Monetário Internacional. E como podem ver, está aqui o artigo todo. Outra notícia: o Brasil poderá ter a sua moeda digital, o real digital, dentro de 2 anos. A Dinamarca também fez uma proposta para o uso do blockchain contra a corrupção. E claro, a Força Aérea Americana também está a estudar. O CEO da Binance quer lançar uma plataforma de trade direto de moedas igual à Uniswap. Eu depois posso-vos ensinar como comprar moedas por aqui. E isto o que faz é dar uma troca direta de moedas sem precisarmos de ir às plataformas, e acedemos também com isso a mais moedas, mas também tem mais riscos por serem moedas falsas. Mas conseguimos comprar moedas antes delas chegarem a estas grandes plataformas, porque também valorizam sempre quando isso acontece. E além disso, tenho também um vídeo do ex-fundador do Ethereum e é agora o CEO do Cardano, e fico-vos com as suas ideias de um mau dia, de uma má sexta-feira de cripto no mercado.
Inflationary policy has created a situation where the Jeff Bezoses can have $200 billion and make windfall profits every year, regardless of how bad the economy is. And the everyday people, they don't get a pay increase. In a lot of cases, they don't even get to keep their job. And their money deteriorates in value a lot more than 3% per year. Our industry has principles in that we worship the math and the protocols and the stable monetary policy, these types of things. And as corrupt as some of the exchanges can be and some of the bad actors are, all movements suffer from these warts, and they're finite and temporary. You run out of them at some point. Self-regulation kicks in or standards kick in, and these bad actors flush out. And what's left behind is a crucible that contains the truth of the matter, which is we're going to win as an industry. There's just no doubt in my mind. You have bad days in the market, you have damn good days in the market. You get addicted to the good ones and you hate the bad ones, but at the end of the day, it's only going in one direction, which is crypto is going to eat the world. Every voting system, every property registration system, every monetary system, in the next 25 to 50 years is going to be running on the tech we build and others build, and running with the principles of power to the edges. This is the great challenge of our time, to do it in a way that it's fair, transparent, open, and doesn't allow a government to co-opt it. There's going to be a lot of fights here. The least of our concerns and matters are a red day. And every now and then I like making these videos to remind people why I'm here and why you should be here too. As toxic as the trolls could be and these other people can be, none of them really matter. Markets don't really matter. What matters are the principles and the purpose behind what we do. And you have to ask yourself, are you happy with the way that society is? Are you happy with the money in your pocket? Are you happy with the political leadership representing your nations? Are you happy with your future? And do you honestly believe if we keep doing the things that we did and continue to do, that the future is going to be better? Or do you think it's going to be worse or stagnant? I think too many people have woken up and they realize that if we continue doing the things that we do, the future is going to be a bad place. And they don't want that to happen. And so we're voting with our wallets, we're voting with our feet, and we as a collective industry are waking up and figuring out how to build something better. And there's some good days and bad days along the way. Today's a bad one, but there are going to be good days tomorrow. Just like I told you back when Corona made everything go into free fall. And I told you before, and I warned you about with ICO mania. We're in a DeFi bubble right now. There's no doubt in my mind about that. I saw it in 2017 with ICO mania. I see it here. And there's probably going to be worse days ahead in that respect. But the trend is always the same, and never forget that. And never forget that real people are actually adopting these systems and using them. And every day we see more and more, and every day that movement grows. And what's so humbling is that I know a lot of you are here with me. It used to be a pretty lonely space to be in a few years back. You know, the conferences, they didn't have many people. My first Bitcoin meetup group in 2011 in Colorado was at the Gypsy House Cafe. I think I was 13th and Pearl over in Capitol Hill in Denver. And I registered for the event. I showed up. 2 people registered, myself and another guy. And the other guy didn't show up. So I had coffee with myself. Compare that with the Shelley Summit that we had in July of 2020. 10,000 attendees. 10,000 from all across the world. Compare that to where we are at today. Just 9 years later. Pretty amazing if you think about it, how fast things have grown and how many fertile, beautiful ideas exist in this industry and what this industry is doing for the world as a whole.